Okay, this is the Game is on 100 here with the video. In this video, I'm going to be talking about Jay Cutler and what has happened over the past 24 hours after Bears lost to the Green Bay Packers yesterday. As we all know, Jay Cutler was injured in the late second quarter. He went into the back after before halftime, going to the back into the locker room to get his knee checked. And Jay Cutler had taped on it. He got a shot on it, and he tried to give it a go into the first series into the third quarter. And what the training staff thought that he strained an MCL, which it did confirm today that Jay Cutler suffered a, a second grade MCL strain in the knee, which is pretty bad by what they were saying by the doctors and whoever does like that type of that injury. They said basically if it happened on his left foot, that is his plant foot, and that would have been hard for Jay Cutler to be able to be mobile in the for the remainder of the game, so that was an issue. So it wasn't Jay Cutler's fault. We all have to say it was the coach's fault. It was Lovie Smith's fault for not having Jay Cutler stay in the game. It was Lovie Smith's thought to leave Jay Cutler to take him out because of the MCL strain that he got. So it wasn't Jay Cutler's fault. Jay Cutler wanted to play. I believe in Jay Cutler that he wanted to play. I, I, I don't question his toughness. I question what everyone was saying is by perception. The perception is the key by all the NFL players that tweeted today, last night, saying that Jay Cutler is not. He should have sucked it up and he should have went back out there. Well, they did say with that injury can take at least 4 to 8 weeks. It doesn't need any surgery, like what it says when you have an MCL strain is a tear. He had a second degree tear in his MCL, which is if you ever had an MCL, that it's a little hard to play on, because some players usually take maybe 4 weeks, 6, 8 weeks max to deal with it. So it was a. I feel positive that it wasn't Jay Cutler's fault that why he didn't stay in the game, but uh, but he should have stayed in the game. But that was the coach's decision, and what can he do? The coach has the final say. He's the team, even though he Jay Cutler is the captain of the team, but it's the coach that makes the final decision. Everyone knows it's the coach that has to say whoever plays or not plays. That's how it is. And we all were saying about criticizing about Jay Cutler and why he didn't finish the game. While all his teammates all stood behind Jay Cutler, Olin Kreutz, Brian Urlacher, Chris Harris, they all stood behind Jay Cutler. They supported him. So they believe in Jay Cutler. So I expect that from the Bears. They admire Jay Cutler. He's a leader for the Bears in the locker room. Of course, why would they make him be team captain on the offensive side of the ball, along with Brian Urlacher, Julius Peppers, Olin Kreutz, and Patrick Manley, the captain on the special teams. So we'll see what happens during this off season. We'll see how things go with the CBA collective bargaining agreement if that how that shapes up. So we'll see what happens, and basically everyone is saying by perception of what Jay Cutler did. Basically, why he was at the point where the TV cameras was looking over at Jay Cutler by saying that he was just being not observed. He was just keeping to himself, not talking to Caleb Haney. But that's what they show. But we don't even hardly see ever on the sidelines that much. They just show a TV camera sometimes over on the sidelines during the game, and they don't show the sidelines all the time during the game. So what can we know what's going on? It's all by perception. That is the thing, perception. So I believe in Jay Cutler. Jay Cutler is the Bears quarterback for the future. Jay Cutler's future looks bright. All Jay Cutler needs to do in order to make Jay Cutler a little bit better is get him get him some playmakers. Then this offense will really kick as soon as they get some key contributions. So from all this saying about Jay Cutler, I admire Jay Cutler. He has gone through a whole lot this season. He got sacked 52 times this season. That is a lot for a quarterback. He did suffer a concussion. He was out for one game. And also you got to state the fact that he also is a type 1 diabetic too, which is bad when you have that disease. It is bad when you have that because it usually slows down, It slows down for that. So that is one of the bad things when that happens. So because of that, I admire Jay Cutler's toughness. I admire him for what he's done. So in closing, this is the Game is on 100, and I will be making more videos over the Chicago Bears during this off season, like I said, and I will talk to you all later.